What's going on, everybody? Dylan Sports Network here. We're here to talk about baseball. Dylan Sports Network live. Yankees, Red Sox, big game vibes. I'm very excited to talk about some baseball for once. We've been talking a lot of football the last couple of days, and now we get to talk about the sport that I really like to watch. So, yeah, baseball, Yankees, Red Sox. I mean, it's a rivalry as old as time, honestly. Now I'm just realizing how loud my dryer actually is. But we're talking some good baseball for the next three and a half hours. So I hope you guys will enjoy this stream. So I'm gonna send out the link to everybody on Twitter, on Discord, and in Snapchat, and then we'll get going. We'll talk about the details of this game between the Yankees and the Red Sox. So let me put this in here: Yankees versus Red Sox stream. Come join. And we're going to put it in here on Twitter. If I can hit the button to get it going. Come on now. Boom. We're going to have our world famous monster at the opening of the game, at the first pitch of the game. If you guys aren't subscribed yet, subscribe to the Dylan Sports Network for more sports content. More sports streams, if you will. We've got a lot more coming, but this is a pretty big one that I've been looking forward to. Let's see here. Put the link in there for Snapchat so everybody can watch this stream there. Attach to Snap. Boom. Gonna send that off to the story, and then Discord will get the option. Then we'll talk about the actual game. So just bear with me. We got about 6 minutes till the actual game starts. I like to come in here and start off the discussion, start off with sending the snaps and links to everybody so everybody can watch the game and that kind of stuff. So, all right. Boom. New stream. Put it in here. Paste. Boom. All right. Discord's got it. So we're good to go. Okay, let's talk about the actual game here. Yankees, Red Sox. A rivalry as old as time. And honestly, I've been looking forward to this game. Ever since it was obviously announced on Sunday, we were going to think about game 163, right? Was it going to be Seattle finally getting an opportunity to play in the playoffs the first time since I was literally 2 years old? Was it going to be the Toronto Blue Jays coming in with their great lineup, able to get in the playoffs? No, we probably got the most disappointing in quotes, because these are two of the best teams in the league. This is obviously a very powerhouse matchup here. We get to see it in a wild card. One game, a lot of emotions, a new chapter written in the Yankees-Red Sox rivalry. And maybe it's just we want to see new, fresh faces. I get it, but we're getting the old style. We're getting the new look, or we're getting the old look. And honestly, I'm not mad about it. It's going to be a lot of fun to watch both teams, because they're both pretty good in their own ways. Now, of course, I'm going to be cheering for a different team over the other, but I'll discuss that in a minute. If you guys aren't subscribed, subscribe to the Dylan Sports Network here. We're getting into it. We're just about to start the Yankees and Red Sox stream, so chat in the comment section. Who do you got tonight? You got Red Sox, you got Yankees. Why do you got either team? What do you think is going to be better? And we'll discuss throughout the course of the game. So the lineup for the Yankees, we got Rizzo playing at first base. We got Judge at right field. Giancarlo Stanton and DH. Joey Gallo at left. We got Gleyber Torres at second base. Brett Gardner playing center field. Gio Urshela playing third base. Kyle Higash. Wow, I always have a problem saying his last name. Higashoka at catcher. Andrew Velazquez at shortstop. And then Garrett Cole is our starting pitcher for the Yankees. So that's a big powerhouse right there. For the Red Sox in their lineup, we got Kyle Schwarber at the DH, leading off as the DH. Kike Hernandez in center field. Rafael Devers at third base. We got Xander Bogarts at shortstop. We've got Alex Verdugo as the left fielder. Hunter Renfroe as the right fielder. Pilecki is going to be our catcher. Randy Dahlback as the first baseman. Arroyo at second base. And then, of course, Nathan Eovaldi getting the start for the Yankees. For the Red Sox. You look at the stats between Cole and Eovaldi. Of course, you got Cole, the man, the myth, the legend himself. He's built his reputation over the last decade as being one of the best pitchers in baseball. He signed a huge contract with the Yankees to get them to this kind of situation. They pretty much put him in this position saying, hey, we give you a lot of money to be here right now. We need you to put up the results right now. The problem is that Garrett Cole hasn't really produced a lot in the last 6 games. He's been really struggling, honestly. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not he gets over these struggles. Personally, I think he will, and I will talk about my prediction here in just a second as we're pretty close to starting this game up here. For the Red Sox and Eovaldi, he has more of the higher ERA. He hasn't been the consistent starter over the course of the season. I would wish they would show me these here. In terms of injuries for the Yankees and the Red Sox, LeMahieu is still out. He might be back for the DS or the CS if they get to that point. And Luke Voigt is on 60-day IL, so he's pretty much out of it. And for the Red Sox, their biggest injury right now is JD Martinez. He won't be playing tonight. He's day-to-day, so I could see him pretty much being back for the start of the ALDS or a couple of games into the ALDS if they make it there. That's the point. Now, the question is whether or not, or who do I think is going to win this game? Red Sox obviously have that home field advantage being in Fenway, so that gives them a little bit of credibility as to whether I think they should win or not. But I'm going to go with the Yankees 4-2 tonight, and here's why. Garrett Cole, again, being paid $325 million for this exact situation. You win this game, we move on to the ALDS. We got to win this game or it's over. So the pitching's really going to have to be a factor. And I know some people are expecting this big high-scoring outburst between two high-octane offenses, but I just think the pitching is going to be strong tonight from both sides, and I think the Yankees pitching is going to be strong enough to give them the win. Of course, there's a lot of bats in the Yankees lineup. There's a lot of bats on the Red Sox lineup. Both of these teams have had their hot stretches. Both of these teams have had their cold stretches throughout the course of the year. Yankees, obviously, they started out very, very rough. I didn't think they were going to make the playoffs for a little bit. At the trade deadline, they made some good trades. Obviously, their best trade is their opening hitter, their guy, Anthony Rizzo, who I really liked. I really liked what I've seen out of him. Now, they also acquired Joey Gallo, who, as a Texas Rangers fan, I know a lot about, but he has struggled a lot so far as a Yankee. Now, it could change tonight. Maybe the postseason he gets on fire, he starts clicking, but I think he ended the season with an under 200 average. So that's kind of weak. That's kind of weak sauce for him. So we'll see about that and whether or not they're going to, if he's going to bring it to the table. But I honestly could see a lot coming from him tonight, or I could see something coming out of him. Of course, they got Judge. They got Stanton. They've got a lot of key pieces to hit. So if they want to get it, they want to get it done tonight. They're going to have to get it done tonight. Boston's lineup has a lot of great hitters as well. Schwarber, 32 home runs this year. I mean, he was going pretty crazy. Devers had 38 as well and 113 driven in. So he's going to be a key point for them as the 3-hitter. Bogarts is obviously really good. Verdugo started off well. He finished the season pretty well, 289 average, but not as hot as he was earlier on in the season. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be a back and forth contest. I think it'll be close all the way through. That's why we're streaming tonight. But I'm not 100% sure we're going to see this 8-6 battle of the behemoths between, the two highest scoring offenses. I don't know if we see that. Before we get started, I am going to, I shouldn't have done that. I'm going to have my signature. Monster really should be sponsoring me at this point, but it's not the white today. It's the Ultra Sunrise, which I've never had before. I'm guessing it's orange. What's their description of this? What's the description? Ultra Sunrise. Who cares? Wow, they didn't tell me a single flavor for it. Well, test it. We've had a monster in every single stream. I guess other than the second one, which I had one on the Saturday, so it didn't really matter. Let's see. It's got a good orange flavor, and then it has this aftertaste that makes it seem like it's Monster, I guess. I'm good. I kind of like it. It's not the best flavor in the world, but still good. If you guys are just tuning in, subscribe to the Dylan Sports Network. We're here consistently. This is my 4th day in a row streaming. I want to get out more streams and put it out there because we want to talk about more sports, more content, all that good stuff. A lot of good action underway between baseball, NFL, we got playoffs going for the postseason for baseball. We've got NFL starting up here. We're in week 5 about to come up. So looking forward to talking about that. Basketball is going to start back up in a couple of weeks. We'll stream some basketball games. College football. Next college football stream, I'm thinking it's going to be next Saturday. It won't be this Saturday because Tech is actually going to be home, and I got plans for that. So Yankees average 4.4 runs per game. That is the 10th. That's 10th place in the AL, which is not great, especially in this kind of situation. But we'll see here. Again, subscribe to the Dylan Sports Network for more great live streams. That's what I'm here to bring you guys. Bring you all the great reactions to the best in sports. And we are almost underway. We're about to get the first pitch here in just a moment. In terms of upcoming streams, I won't be streaming tomorrow. I've got a lot of work here this week, actually, and I planned it to where I could get this stream going tonight. But we will be back on for Thursday night, where we will have the Rams and Seahawks game. So here we go. Fenway is here, and we already called a timeout within the first pitch. I'm interested. A lot of the fans are out there. Obviously, they're very excited to see the Yankees and the Red Sox battle. So this is going to be a test. Valdi here, first pitch, and we already have contact right to him, and that's going to be out number 1. So that was right to Dahlbeck. Easy first out, and the Red Sox fans pretty happy that they swung at the first pitch. Rizzo swung at the first pitch. Again, I brought up Rizzo. He's an X factor today. Pretty much anybody on these lineups are X factors, but Rizzo has really shined as a Yankee, and we'll see if he does anything tonight. But first pitch, he got out there. So Aaron Judge, big bat, 149 OPS. Obviously, the OPS plus average in MLB is 100. 39 home runs, 98 RBIs. You guys know about him. Probably should have won the 2017 AL MVP. I'm not a big Yankees fan, but, Altuve and stuff. All right, Valdi with the first pitch to Judge, and that is a strike. 98-mile-an-hour fastball right at the bottom of the zone. Again, I've been wanting to actually watch some good baseball as a Rangers fan. It hasn't really been there, but we're going to see 2 of the best tonight. Valdi here in the 0-1 count, and Judge chases high. It's popped up in the air in the right field, and it is caught. Renfroe with the catch, and that's out number 2. So 3 pitches, 2 quick outs for the Yankees. All right, I guess for the Red Sox, if you will. I think Valdi's going to try to just get contact. He doesn't want to obviously have it go deep in the outfield. We saw a grounder with Rizzo. We saw a little pop up there from Judge. I think he's going to want to continue that kind of consistency. You want to get obviously those big bats out. When you get towards the bottom of the lineup, they're not going to be as productive. But when you got guys like Rizzo, Judge, Stanton, even Gallo at his worst, those are 4 big heavy hitters. So you want to get them out pretty quickly. Here we go. Stanton is up to bat, and he swings at the first pitch, but it'll be fouled behind the plate. Stanton, probably one of his healthiest seasons in a long time, honestly. He had a lot of great stats this year, 35 home runs, 97 RBIs, 136 OPS plus. So he's played pretty good, I would say, 870 OPS, regular OPS. So I would say this is his best season in probably 3 or 4 years. The 0-1 count, and he swings and he drives one to left field. He cranks this ball, and it's off the green monster. He's running around to second, and he will get. Well, wait a minute. He only got a single out of that? Wow. I honestly think he was staring at the lights, thinking that was a home run. He only got a single out of that. He drove that ball so far, and yet it didn't go for a home run. But B, he didn't even get a double out of that. He only got a single. So if you guys just missed that, Giancarlo Stanton drove one left field. Yeah, he was staring at that ball. And you know what? In these kind of games, you can't do that. You cannot afford to look at that. Now, I'm pretty sure he thought it was going to be gone, but let's see how high. I mean, it was probably about a good 6 feet from the top of the wall, so it wasn't really that close. But the fact that that is a single, that's not great. So there you go. Joey Gallo up to bat. He finished the season with a 199 batting average as he fouls that one back, and 97-mile-an-hour fastball from Valdi. His OPS was still 120. His OPS plus was still 122, so better than the MLB average. He had 38 home runs, combined with the Yankees and the Rangers. He had 77 RBIs. He was getting on base. He really helped out with that walk rate that he has. You know, he's one of the best walkers in all of baseball, so that definitely helped out his stats, what he was able to provide for the team. As there's a nice strike at the bottom of the zone, it's 0-2. I believe that's the first pitch that wasn't swung at from the Yankees. So 0-2. Crowd in Fenway is standing up. They're getting hyped. They're getting excited. Let's get excited in here in the chat. Talking baseball. We're talking Yankees, Red Sox. What's up, sports fan? What's going on, buddy? As the pitch is low and it is 1-2. I'm excited. You know, I got my monster here. We're talking baseball. We're going to keep it going. We're keeping the momentum going. And I hope you guys enjoy. Again, I'm spending a lot of time putting these streams out, talking about all that's going on here. Wow, actually, I can't believe this game's being run on Twitter, too. That's crazy. 1-2 the count. We see Judge on the in the bench. 1-2 count, and it's fouled back and out of play. So the Yankees recorded 2 quick outs, and Stanton was able to hit one of the longest singles you will ever see. Who do I have winning tonight? I have Yankees winning 4-2. I personally am going to be more on the Red Sox side, cheer them up, and I could see a Red Sox upset for sure. I would love to see it, but I'm picking the Yankees 4-2. I just think the bats will be there when it's all said and done. 1-2 count to Gallo, and that's low. It's going to be 2-2. That curveball not able to connect in the strike zone at all. Again, share this video. Get everybody to watch it here. It would greatly appreciate it. You know, we're trying to get to our 2 benchmarks, which is 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. That one's a little bit more daunting in my opinion, but we'll get there eventually. We're gonna promote the brand, see what we can do when we get to that. So there's Alex Cora. 2-2. We're seeing Stanton now. Let's see if Gallo can make some contact. 2-2. Swing. Did he go? He did. He did. So Gallo strikes out, just as I've seen him do a million times, unfortunately. And the Red Sox get out of the 2-out single by Giancarlo Stanton. So Gallo, yeah, I would say he swung. I would say he went around. And Evaldi gets out of trouble. So we will see the Red Sox Schwarber. I said Kike Hernandez. It's not Kike Hernandez. Hernandez and Rafael Devers. Too bad. It's Enrique Hernandez. I apologize for that. But, yeah, good inning from Evaldi. You know, he was able to get 2 quick outs. And then, you know, he gave up the long single. But if it's only a single and no damage across, I think you take that as a win against the first 4 batters of the game, one including Stanton really getting up there and then getting a strikeout from Gallo. So. You know what? Kind of liking this flavor. I don't know what it is. I'm liking the orange citrusness of it, I guess. There's something about it that's a good flavor. So, we're gonna try something here. We're gonna try this title here. See if that'll work. Don't want to change all of that. Boom. Nope. Boom. Let's see if that does anything for us. But yeah, if you guys are just tuning in, Red Sox, they're going up to bat in the bottom of the first. They had a good top of the first inning. And the Red Sox will now be batting with Schwarber, Enrique Hernandez, and Rafael Devers coming up. So we'll see how that goes for them. More matchups are coming, obviously, for the postseason. We're just starting the postseason tonight. I won't be able to stream tomorrow with the Cardinals and Dodgers. That should be a great game. I'm looking – whoa, my audio just changed drastically. There we go. I'm looking forward to the Dodgers and Cardinals stream, but it's not really my – I mean, I'm too busy doing that. So if you guys are watching, subscribe to the Dylan Sports Network. We're covering the whole game. We're going to watch the whole game here between the Red Sox and the Yankees. You'll get the play-by-play coverage from me, and subscribe to the channel for more of these live streams because I'll be here pretty consistently. I won't be here tomorrow to talk Dodgers and Cardinals. I got a lot of work to do. But Thursday we'll be back for the Rams and Seahawks stream. Thursday starts the ALDS. We've got the White Sox and the Astros at 3, which would be great to cover, but I've got to do something at like 4:30, so I won't be able to do that. And Rays and whoever wins this game as the night game. We got Garrett Cole pitching. His last 5 starts, he went 2-2, 6.15 ERA. Opponent batting average 3.11. That is pretty rough. So, Garrett Cole's one of the best pitchers in all of baseball, but he hasn't really brought it to us here in the last couple of games, last couple of weeks. So he throws his first pitch, and it's called a strike. That ball was clearly out of the strike zone, but I guess he'll take it. Starting lineup for the Red Sox: Schwarber, Hernandez, Devers, Bogarts, Verdugo, Renfroe, Poecki, Delbeck, and Arroyo finishing it out there for the Red Sox, as that ball is way high, 1-1 the count. Schwarber, one of my more underrated players in all of baseball, 32 home runs, 71 RBIs. Of course, he had that big streak in the month of June, I believe it was, where he was just hitting home runs every single day, and the Red Sox acquired him at the deadline to try and build an offense. And when you're in the situation where you need offense to win one game, this is a big player to have. So Kyle Schwarber is up to bat, and there's a little discussion on the bench as that ball is a ball. 2-1. The count honestly could be 3-0, but decided that first pitch was a strike. Also, that 266 average for him, one of his better ones in a while. So you know what? I think you take it if you're the Red Sox. 2-1 the count, and just fouled back. Going to be 2-2. I can't really hear what the Red Sox fans are cheering right now, but I'm assuming that the crowd energy is probably pretty hype, I would think, for this kind of matchup here. You're going against your big rivals. You both went 9-2 and 70. One of you's going home, and the other's getting bragging rights and moves on to the ALDS against another AL East team in the Rays. So that will be a fun matchup as well. 2-2 count for Cole. He delivers, and it's swung into center field. Gardner is up, and he records the first out for the Yankees. So 1 away for the Red Sox. I think it's got to be good for Cole just to even get the first out. I mean, I know he's a professional. He's pitched in big situations. Obviously, when the Astros were getting in their run in 2019, he was pretty good in those games. But, we're starting off here in a 1-game wild card. Anything can happen. You have one bad start, your team's gone. So this is a very high-pressure situation for a guy like Garrett Cole, even if he is one of the best in the entire league. So here's Hernandez up as first pitch is underway for that, and a strike right at the top of the zone, a good pitch, 88 miles an hour. Kike Hernandez just above the MLB average OPS plus of 107, 250 batting average, 20 home runs, and 60 RBIs during the regular season. I would say he fit his role quite nicely on this Red Sox lineup as he swings at a pitch that was high, and the Yankees will get it. So 2 outs, another 2 quick outs, and 7 pitches this time versus the 3 we saw from the Yankees. Again, subscribe to the Dylan Sports Network if you haven't already. More streams coming. We're streaming right now a big game between AL East rivals as Devers is coming to the plate, and a lot of cheers, a lot of excitement for Devers as they show there. It's going to be a packed house. I would like to go to Fenway eventually down the line, but we look at Devers' stats: 132 OPS plus, that 38 home runs, 113 RBIs. Now that's the key. When you got to drive people in, he was doing it all season long. Probably the best overall bat for the Red Sox this year. As the first pitch to him, fastball high and up, so 1-0. His career versus Garrett Cole wasn't great for the first 3 years, but then this season he's 4 for 11 with 3 home runs, 2 on the fastball, 1 on the curveball. Thank you, ESPN, for that stat. And yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good stat to be having for tonight's game, as that ball is very close, but it is called a strike at the bottom of the plate. So 1-1 the count to Devers. He's talking him. They're showing the umpire right there. He said, I don't know. Not sure if that was really a strike, but we'll take it. Again, subscribe to the Dylan Sports Network if you haven't already. Streaming right now for this big Red Sox-Yankees matchup as the 1-1 is underway. And wow, what a pitch right there. 99 miles an hour at the top of the zone. That was perfect. They're showing about the call strikes from our umpire today, Mark Carlson. That's going to be a name that'll probably be talked about a lot today. I don't know why. I'll bring up sports fans' comment here after the next pitch. But 1-2 the count. The fans in Boston are excited. They're hyped as, oh my goodness, he almost got hit with that pitch. That was very close to hitting Devers. 2-2 the count. Hope we can beat the Panthers this week. There's a chance. There's definitely a chance. The offense for the Eagles looked pretty good against the Eagles. They scored 30. They also gave up 42, but it was against a way better team. As, again, we see the replay of Devers almost getting hit with that baseball. It's 2-2 the count. And the pitch is outside. That's 3-2. Are we going to see the first runner for the Red Sox here? We'll find out. Cole's got to get out of this jam here. I mean, it's not really a jam yet, but, you know, putting a runner on for Bogarts probably doesn't sound like the most healthy thing for him or the most fun thing in the world. 3-2 the pitch, and way high. Devers gets on board with a 2-out walk. So the Red Sox keeping the inning alive here, as we will see Xander Bogarts come into the game, or not come into the game, but get his first at-bat of the game. Both pitchers allowed a 2-out runner. Let's see if Cole can do the same thing as Eovaldi and get out of that situation. Of course, like the stream as well, subscribe, all that good stuff we're building the Dylan Sports Network as more streams are coming to you. Bogarts, 295 batting average, 23 home runs, and 79 RBIs this season. He has done a good job as their shortstop. You know, he's been there for years, but I think this was one of his best seasons to date. And again, just looking confident at the plate. He's definitely looking like what the Red Sox need in this situation. So 2 outs here. Bogarts is up. And the first pitch to him is very low. 1-0 to Bogarts. 295 batting average as well. Let's look at his first half and his second half. His first half was definitely better than his second half. 15 home runs and 51 RBIs with a 321 batting average in the first half versus 8 home runs, 28 RBIs, and a 255 batting average in the second half. So it definitely slumped, but there were still good things I would say about Bogarts here. As we got a strike, the count is now officially 1-1. As more viewers are coming in, thank you guys for watching. Stream right here. We're talking baseball for the next 3 hours between the Yankees and the Red Sox. We're just getting started, just having some fun here. Comment below if you got any comments. What do you guys think about this matchup? What do you got? Still a little early enough, I would say, to pick a winner. Nobody's scored any runs yet. As Bogarts looks at that pitch, close, but it is low. 2-1. Count on that 89-mile-an-hour slider from Cole. You know, one reason I watch these streams as well, or I do these streams as well, is because I don't have to hear A-Rod's voice. Very nice to hear that. I mean, it is what it is, but we're going to get a lot more other ESPN ones. 2-1 the count. I'll answer the question after the next pitch. 84-mile-an-hour curveball and 2 sliders on the pitches here. As a good swing, this is into center field, deep, and it's gone! And Xander Bogarts has got the Red Sox on top 2-0 with a huge home run into center field. And that is exactly what the Red Sox needed. The Red Sox fans going crazy. Man, this man was chugging a whole Bud Light. Xander Bogarts, 427 foot home run to give the Red Sox a 2-0 lead. Great home run right there. Exit velocity at 108. He knew it from the very start that this was going to be a home run. So good stuff there. And yeah, wow, what a home run right there. Cole obviously got to be frustrated, massively frustrated at the fact that he just gave up a home run. And there's some play. Wow, there's the cart. I love the cart. You know what? That's one of my favorite things is the cart, honestly. It's pretty nice. But Bogarts getting it done there. 2-0 Red Sox. Here's Verdugo up here as he swings at the first pitch high, and it will be in the field, and it is caught. So they get it out of it right afterwards, but Bogarts gets the first hit of the game for the Red Sox, and an important one, a 2-run bomb to center field to give the Red Sox a 2-0 lead. I like to see it. I like the offense. I like the enthusiasm. So good stuff after one. Let's talk about, who do I think will win the finals this year? If they stay healthy and they play the entire season, the Nets should win. That's how I think. Am I Yankees or Red Sox? Personally, they're neither of my teams, but I'm more of a Red Sox fan. Yes, I would. I'm cheering on the Red Sox to win this game, if that makes sense. As a play-by-play kind of thing, I want to be as fair as possible, but I'm still cheering more heavily for the Red Sox tonight. So it was a good home run to see. We're both going Yankees, but I'd love to see Red Sox upset. Exactly. That's how I feel. That's how I'm feeling about this game. That's how I'm picking the Yankees, and we're still. I mean, we got 8 more innings to go, so a lot of things could happen. Or are you a Yankees fan, Go King? Are you Yankee? Oh yeah, I can see it in your profile pic. I didn't even notice that. Sorry, man. It is what it is. But yeah, you guys just tuning in. Xander Bogarts just got a 2-run bomb to give the Red Sox a 2-0 advantage. What's going on, everybody? Putting some stuff in the stream. Let's talk some baseball. Let's talk about any questions you guys have, any stuff that you want to bring up. Put that in the chat as well. And also, subscribe to the Dylan Sports Network for more of these streams. We will have more streams coming. I've already streamed for the last 3 days, so I've been pretty busy. Randy, what's going on, buddy? I don't care who wins, but the Red Sox winning would be nice, or could be nice. Yeah, that's how I'm feeling as well. It could be nice. It doesn't affect me if either of these teams win. I just know who I'm putting my positivity up. In terms of, I'm just going to put this right now, who do I think will be going to the World Series? I know a lot of people are predicting that Giants upset early in the first round, but I honestly think the Giants are going to go to the World Series. I think they're going to ride that momentum into the World Series. And for the AL side, I could see the White Sox. I think they're probably my number 1 favorite right now, even above the Rays. I think the White Sox have been a pretty good pitching team. That they got Rondon, they're going to start only once in the ALDS, but he's going to get these opportunities, especially to keep going forward. Lance Lynn has been terrific as well, so he's got that opportunity, and I just think they're a pretty well put together team. Even if I don't really like Tony La Russa, he's cleaned up his act a little bit here in the last couple months. I remember the first couple months were a lot of turmoil about that, but there's still good things to see from the White Sox overall. So Bogarts with his 3rd career postseason home run, and he's got 2 against the Yankees. How about that? Sometimes it happens. But now we got Gleyber Torres up for the Yankees as they start off the 2nd inning. First pitch on the left zone, and it is a strike, 98-mile-an-hour fastball from Eovaldi. Again, if you want the consistency here, you want the consistency if you're the Red Sox. 0-1 here, and a nice strike, 98 miles an hour again. This time at the top of the zone. Dodgers are winning the World Series. I mean, again, I can see it. I'm not a huge fan of the Dodgers personally. I know that they got a lot of great talent, and I would also like to point out that Muncy being hurt is a huge injury. That is a huge injury. He probably is going to be out for the entire postseason. So 0-2 count, and that is way outside. 1-2. I like the framing, though. He tried to frame him like, hey, come on, man. Just give it to me. Give it to me. No, we're not giving it to you. You can't get that in the postseason. You probably won't even get that in the regular season. 1-2, the count. Eovaldi looking. He's approved the call from his catcher. 1-2 the pitch, and pretty much the exact same location as his last pitch. This time it's an 89-mile-an-hour pitch, so nothing to that close to that 1-2 pitch or that 0-2 pitch. Now it's 2-2 the count. Again, subscribe to the channel. We're doing a lot of constant live streams. This is the first baseball stream of the year for me, but we will be doing more postseason action. A lot more coming your way as the 2-2 count, and it is away once again. So it is now risen up to a 3-2 count for the leadoff man, Gleyber Torres. I don't know how consistent. I'll be trying to do as many streams as I can. Won't be streaming tomorrow. We'll be streaming Thursday. And also, in a couple of weeks, I won't be able to stream for like 5 days. I'll bring that up in a minute. 3-2, and Torres swings it off the bat, but it is caught. That was right to Renfroe. So 1 out there. It was a 3-2 count. He fought all the way to the 3-2 count, but no dice. Out number 1 as we're going to get the veteran himself, Brett Gardner, up to bat. Gardner, obviously the only Yankee left from that 2009 World Series ring, which I find is pretty crazy, honestly. But, I mean, again, when you're on that team from 2009, you got to be pretty young at that point to be playing for this team in 2021. He's been the veteran. He's been the presence. He's brought that leadership to the Yankees, trying to get back to that glory days of the Yankees because they haven't had it in a very, very long time. No offense, Go King. It was still more successful than my Rangers. I can't really talk, but Valdi here with the first pitch to Gardner, and that is away for ball one. 79-mile-an-hour slider there. Gardner, to me, I think is more about he's in the playoffs. He gets this opportunity. He hasn't really put up the greatest stats. He's not the greatest center fielder in the world, and he's probably in there for more than defense than anything else. That is a beautiful slider at the top of the zone. It's 1-1. I wouldn't consider him one of the best in the game, but you know what? I got to give him respect on his name. He's been in the league for this long. He deserves at least a little bit of recognition. And a 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Right at the corner, and it's called a strike. So I think what we're going to see is a lot of these pitches right at the edge of the zone. You know, a lot of not questionable calls. That is a strike. But a lot of those ones where even if you get that corner, you're going to get the call. We'll see. Maybe I want to see at least a consistent zone. That's what I'm looking for in tonight's game. And you want to see that all the time, but especially in our tonight's stream, we want to see if a consistent zone is there. As the 1-2, and man, that might have touched the corner of the strike zone. The 3DK zone from ESPN says it was a strike, but I mean, that's millimeters. So I was just talking about consistency. I would call that a ball probably if I was in the umps area there. 2-2 count from Eovaldi, and what a beautiful pitch. Got Gardner to chase at the bottom of the zone, and that is a beautiful second strikeout for Eovaldi. Great pitch there. Gio Urshela is going to be up to bat. He had one of my favorite plays of the entire season this Sunday against the Rays. They were fighting for their lives to try to get that playoff spot, and he made a catch where he ran into the dugout, and he fell in the dugout. Looked like he got hurt. That was one of the best plays of the entire year. So credit to him at the very least for making that kind of play. But 2 outs here for the Yankees as Urshela's up to bat. And first pitch, he swings. This might get a hit here, and it will. Wow, that was very weak contact. That got right past Pilecki and Eovaldi. Eovaldi was trying to come up there and pick the ball up, but was able to get past him. Gabriel, he says he's got the Yankees tonight. The bats for the Yankees are going to pick up around the 4th inning. Yeah, you know what? For some reason, that 4th inning, it sounds like a good time more than anything else. They're going to pick up eventually, I think, right? This is a long game. It's 9 innings. Yankees, Red Sox, you know the rivalry for both of these teams. All these players are like, we want to win. We got to win, right? So I could definitely see the bats picking up. And you know the amount of bats that this team has, especially when we get back to the top of the lineup. If they get a good hit, they get something going, it could be destruction for them on their side. Now they got their catcher. I'm going to try to keep pronouncing his name correctly. I have a hard time saying his name. Higasoka is how I'm going to pronounce it as he swings, and it is a foul. So Gio Urshela, there's the play. They're showing my play from Sunday. He covered 126 feet on his catch. I mean, it was insane. And he like jumped in there. They got a good camera of him jumping and reaction. Oh my goodness. Right, it honestly was the closest I have seen to the Derek Jeter jumping into the stands play, because you can't do that anymore, right? The nets are all the way around at this point. But it was the closest thing I've seen to that since that actually happened. As the 0-1 is there, and a beautiful pitch to get Higasoka chasing. And most importantly, they brought this up earlier, you're not going to see Sanchez in this game because you want to see Higasoka pretty much the primary catcher for Garrett Cole. So I see that. How are we feeling about football this weekend? Yes. Or how about football this weekend? Yes, absolutely. We'll talk about that in just 1 second. 0-2 the count, and it is away. Try to fix our audio problem. There we go. That sounds a little better. Sometimes it sounds like really loud in my ears, and I don't really want to hear that. And but yeah, we'll talk about football here in just a second when we have our next break. Our next break in the action. The 1-2. Baldy throws and fouled back. But yeah, October, obviously the month of the postseason. A lot of good games are going to be coming our way. And, you know, with the announcements of like which days are going to be there, I'm just going to look at the schedule each day and be like, oh, is this a good day to stream for me? Oh, this isn't really a good day. I'll put it in there. Follow the community page on my YouTube. because I'm going to be posting more of like when I'm going to be streaming. Also follow my Twitter account as well, as that is that a strike? It is called a strike. Swinging. That's the third strikeout for Eovaldi through the lineup. So Yankees get that runner from Urshela, but didn't get much more after that. Oh, Gabriel, I appreciate that, man. We're gonna be taking off soon. I very much appreciate that. Hopefully we get there soon. You know. Yankee sports fan as well. Being OGs, be the OGs, man. Because when you get here before the first 1,000, you know that's important to me. I appreciate that because then you build that base. Because the goal is to eventually become monetized and keep this going. If you guys don't know my backstory is I'm going to Texas Tech right now. Obviously, duh. I'm halfway through my my college time here. I have a year and a half left, and I'm going to be graduating in fall of 2022. I wanted to build my resume by showing, you know, sports broadcasters, hey, this is what I'm doing. You know, I'm putting in the effort. I'm putting in more work to do that. And I'm also going to try to incorporate more stuff. You know, we're just starting back up. So I'm going to, like, you know, put in graphics and stuff like that. And we're gonna make it look nice. Billy, I knew you a year ago for the Mitch and AC collab. Mitch just told us about the channel in Discord, which I found your YouTube. See, you know what? Mitch has also been a big help well on the bottom line view. You guys don't know. I was a part of that channel for 4 years. I did a lot of stuff on the bottom line view, and I was there for the first 15,000 subscribers for that, and that felt like crazy. You know, that was a crazy sensation to have 15,000 subscribers. I felt like it was like, you know, one of those things. And then, you know, things happened, but Mitch has been a very big supporter, so I do appreciate him for helping me there and, you know, helping me grow as well. Because, you know, well, if I didn't have the bottom line view, right, I would have still done have my own channel for a while. This is back when I was 14, 15 years old. I had no idea how to do certain stuff, so we really laid the foundation for me to keep growing here and doing that stuff. So I appreciate him quite a bit, and he even made our great little DSN logo that you see right there. That is Mitch making the logo for me. He's also helping me make a banner later this week. Hopefully we'll get that in there, because the logo or the banner that I had was for my YouTube comeback that I had at the beginning of 2020. Didn't really work out, but we'll fix that eventually. But that DSN logo is coming from Mitch, so I appreciate him for that one. Oh yeah. Hey, what's up, man? You know what? I didn't even realize that was you just based off the first comment. But yeah, I appreciate that, man. You know, it was fun. It was fun in the summer when we were hanging out. I had a lot of good times, honestly. We were just chilling when I wasn't at work, consistently grinding for 40 hours at Whataburger. That sucked. That was terrible. But yeah, it was some good times. Scarface, man. Ooh. And by the way, screw Cacti, man. That shit was trash. All the great games in the rivalry. They were even showing the ALCS, which, you know, as a Red Sox, or is not a big Yankees fan, you know, it is what it is. As the first pitch is a called strike here. So bottom of the second. Let's see if Garrett Cole can rebound. He's going to be facing off against the 6, 7, and 8 guys here, which are Renfroe, Pilecki, and Dahlbeck, which I think are going to obviously be a lot easier of an assignment for him, as he throws a ball way, way high in the air. 1-1 is the count. Are you saying you're not you're not an NHL fan? Yeah, I'm not an NHL fan either. Like, I respect it, and I watch my starts here occasionally as the pitch is away, and wow, that was way out of the zone, but still swung by Renfroe. So 1-2. It's a good pitch. I can watch hockey, but I promise you I can't call it. I cannot call it. It is a very difficult thing for me to do, and I just don't know enough to be calling hockey. So 1-2 the count, and it is swung on, and this might fall for a single. Oh, actually, it was a foul, but Judge wasn't able to get it. Nobody was able to get that ball. So that's harmlessly 1-2 the count. Hey, that ball girl, that Red Sox ball girl, though. I didn't say that. Anyways. Yeah, just falls in the stands. Somebody's going to get a nice souvenir, I would say. This would be pretty cool, honestly. But I imagine how much those tickets cost, though. Like, an amazing amount of money. Even just to go to this game in general. But then, like, those seats where you could get the foul balls, forget about it. The 1-2, and swung on and missed. That was a beautiful pitch that floated down to the ground and got Renfroe to swing and miss. So out number 1 for Garrett Cole as we see the postseason schedule. TBS, 7 o'clock tomorrow night, Dodgers and Cardinals. Then we have the Thursday matchups on FS1, White Sox and Astros, and then the winner of White Sox and Astros at 4 p.m. Eastern time, and then the winner of this game versus the Rays at 8 Eastern Standard Time. Again, choice between Rams and Seahawks in one of those games. I would like to do both, but you can't do both. It is impossible. I will talk about probably that game, like when we have breaks in the commercials for the Rams and Seahawks game, but obviously not streaming that. So 0-1 to Pilecki, and he either swung and missed or got called a strike. The swing of the bat was not there. So 0-2 already to Pilecki. A decent catcher, not the most highly prolific one, but again, same situation. You're going to have him in there as your number 1 catcher when your number 1 pitcher is trying to get you into the ALDS, as that pitch is low and away. 1-2, the count. I'll keep promoting. Actually, let's look at this. Nathan Eovaldi by catcher of the season. It's him versus Vasquez, as I just brought this up. And he's had more innings with Pilecki, and it looks like the stats are more in Pilecki's way. That's why you want him here. So 1-2 the count, and that's outside once again. 2-2 the count. Now, remember the last time that Garrett Cole gave up a walk, it was in the first inning with 2 outs. He gave up that walk to Devers, and then Bogarts was able to immediately strike with a home run. So 2-2 the count, and swung on into center field. That's got good contact, and it is off the wall, off the right field wall, and Pilecki will get in for a double. That is a very good hit. It was very close to being a home run, actually, with the short porch, but or the short wall that they have there in right center field. But Pilecki gets a 1-out double. How about that? See, and that's the thing. That's a key thing for both of these teams, is that sometimes you're not going to have the best hitters right at the bottom of the lineup. But if they can produce, then you're in for some danger. Then you're in for something good from your offense. And when your catcher Pilecki gets a 1-out double, he can set the team up there. Now, Christian Arroyo will be up next. And then after that, we're back to the start of the lineup. There really isn't going to be a double play situation here. I don't expect him to walk him to get Schwarber up there. So let's see Arroyo. Let's see if he can produce for him, or at least it's Dahlbeck right now. As that pitch was almost a wild pitch. It is Dahlbeck up here, and then we'll get to see Arroyo. So Dahlbeck, okay first baseman. He's had good stats, 25 home runs, 78 RBIs. His OPS is at a 792, so not bad. I would say a decent first baseman, not the top tier, but good stuff, I would say. Well, again, a lot of the other batters are producing for the Red Sox over him, but he'll take it. 1-0 the count, and swung on and missed. Good pitch by Cole there. It was in the zone. The whole ball was in the zone, but sometimes you get it right past the batter. It doesn't really matter. As they show the Pilecki double once again. Like you said, Schwartzman, almost a home run. Very close to being a home run. It hit that wall. Another 2 or 3 feet higher, that would have been a home run. But if they score here, that would be big for them. Cole's thinking about it here. 1-1 is the count. And swung on a miss. A beauty, 99 miles an hour at the top of the zone. And that's the thing. When you get batters to swing at stuff that's way outside the zone and you use that kind of speed, that makes you a top-tier pitcher. And I know Cole's already given up the 2-run home run. He's got his struggles here. But that's the stuff he can bring for you on a regular basis. So, Cole's always dangerous. Garrett Cole's always dangerous to do this kind of stuff here. And he needs to get out of this jam because he's in another one of those jams here early on in this game. But let's see if Dahlbeck can bring anything here. 1-2 is your count. And swung, or no, it wasn't swung. I know that pitch was close to being in the strike zone, but just low. Good call by the umpire there. It's 2-2. By the way, we're going to get this sponsor one day. We will. The day I get this sponsor is the day we celebrate like crazy on this channel. We're only on day 4 of this channel, but we will definitely get this sponsor. 2-2, foul back by Dahlbeck. Could imagine both the Yankees and the Dodgers both being eliminated. Yeah, see, it's one of those things. But, we're in 2021, man. Things can happen. Things can go crazy. I want madness. I want chaos. That's kind of what I was upset when this actually happened, when it was Red Sox Yankees, I was like, oh, I want like 2 game 163s, and we got to determine it this way, and a coin toss, and all this stuff. And I wanted madness. And then we got no game 163s, and we got two of the most prolific teams in all of baseball history. But it still sets up for a good storyline, just not chaos. 2-2 is your pitch, and it is low. 3-2 is the count. Garrett Cole, he's in a little bit of a fishy situation. And if you're the Yankees, I think I don't want to say you're stressed 10 out of 10, but you're like 8 out of 10 right now. Like you're like on the edge, like, come on now. We don't want to – I mean, you technically made the playoffs, but you kind of really didn't. It's one of those things. But 3-2 is the count. I know those Red Sox fans are going crazy in Fenway right now. And we're waiting. 3-2 is the pitch. Strikeouts for Garrett Cole. What a pitch. Bobby Dahlback is out. And that was a good pitch. That was right at the corner of the zone. And, I like the strike call there. It was pretty close. The slider might have got the edge of the corner. Maybe it didn't. But I think right there, he also looked like he swung as well. So good pitching by Cole to get out of that jam, too. He forced himself into another 3-2 count. And maybe I wouldn't have called it. Maybe I would have. But I like the consistency. He's going to call the edges all night long, it looks like. So, all right, now we're seeing the number 9 hitter, Arroyo. And if he can get on base, either getting Pilecki to third or driving him in, that would be big because you're either getting a man on third with Schwarber up, or you got that second or that third run in, and then you got a runner on first with Schwarber up. But Christian Arroyo, he's fine. Nothing too bad here. I don't think there's any bad players starting today. Odor's not playing or starting today, so rooting at Odor. 0-1, the count for Garrett Cole. And the pitch is away, and a nice fastball. There you go, 97 miles an hour at the top of the zone. 0-2 is the count. Now, we've seen that Cole can get ahead in these counts, and it is in the pitcher's advantage, but he's also given up a couple of really bad balls to make these situations go to 2-2, to go to 3-2, and put them in more high-pressure situations. So we'll see, but that was a good pitch. That was good to get Arroyo in an 0-2 situation. Let's see if Cole can finish it, though. 0-2 is the count, and the pitch. And, oh, man, that was about the exact same pitch that just got Dahlback out. Like, pretty much the exact same location. So I'm going to have to get on the umpire here. Got to be consistent. You either call that both times or you call it neither. You don't call 1-1. It's like, oh, you know what? You were screwed out of that last one. No, you call it both times. And maybe you'll get some people calling you some words here tonight for calling that a strike, but it was right in the same location. So not a fan of that call. 1-2, the count for Cole. He looks and throws. And another high fastball, a beauty. Probably his best pitch that he's going to be throwing tonight. And he gets out of that 1-out double jam. So the Yankees do up in the top of the third. Velasquez, Rizzo, and Judge when we come back. That's an interesting flavor, man. Again, I've never had this monster, but we'll get that sponsor one day. You guys have seen me with the white the last 3 days. It's been a lot of the orange and stuff, We're going to try the world famous shot. I better make this in the trash can. I made it. I totally made that shot, okay? Don't worry about it. You didn't see anything. You didn't hear anything either. It went in the trash can, okay? Somebody's going to come in here. I'm going to please ask them to throw that in there because I'm not leaving the stream. But yeah. Let's see. What's on the NFL agenda this week? Now that we have a little bit of a break in the action. Who's playing this week? What's our games? I got to make my pickups this week. I haven't made my pickups yet. So Rams Seahawks, I brought that up like 8,000 times on streams. That is Thursday night game of the week. That's going to be a good game there. Broncos Steelers, snooze fest. I don't really care about that game. Jets Falcons. Okay, by the way, I would just like to point out who decided that the Jets and Falcons should be the stream or should be at London. Like, they're just saying, screw London. We want your money, Like, that's terrible. That's terrible. I will not be up to watch that game at 8:30 in the morning as well. Thank you very much. Yeah, sure, I can stream it all I want, but do I want more sleep? Heck yeah, I got plans Saturday night, so I'm definitely not going to be watching that game at 8:30 in the morning. I will definitely have Corey Davis and Calvin Ridley in my starting lineups for fantasy this week, but I'm not going to sit there and watch their game. It's just too early. Packers Bengals. That's interesting. It's probably going to be one of the more closer Packers Bengals matchups. Although I seem to remember the Bengals actually got one of those wins a couple of years ago, or maybe the Packers finished it. I don't remember. I thought maybe they won in 2018 or something. Vikings Lions. Vikings should win that one. Dolphins Bucks. Bucks should definitely win that game. Washington and the Saints. I don't know what the Saints are. I don't know what the Washington football team is. I would definitely. You brought up don't bet on the Eagles Panthers game. I will definitely not be betting on the Saints Washington game because neither team seems consistent to me there. Titans and Jags. Titans should win that game. Texans and Patriots. Patriots should win that game. Bears and Raiders. Raiders should win that one. Chargers and Brownies. That's going to be one of the better games of the week. If the Cowboys game wasn't on at 3:25, I might have streamed that game as well. But no, we're not going to do that. I got a cookout this Sunday. Duh. I got a cookout. We're cooking out. We're cooking some good food on at the apartment for the game. You know, we wanted to do it for what? Whoa! Huge breaking news as the catch in left field is there. Jalen Smith just got released. Whoa! Huh? They're like, Parsons has been so good. Wow! I can't believe they released him in the middle of the season. That's wild. Wow. They still owe him $7.2 million for the season. And by the way, there was the first recorded out. I just was like, whoa, I can't believe that actually happened on stream. Jesus. Rizzo is up to bat. Wow, that's insane. That is insane. We'll talk about that in a second. Rizzo up here, and the pitch is to the left, and it is ball one, 98 miles an hour from Eovaldi. You got Velasquez out with one pitch. Yeah, actually, sports fan had what's his name? Adam Schefter just broke the news. I cannot believe that. Wow. I don't know what to tell you, man. I'm actually really surprised by that. That took me off guard. In the middle of the stream. You want my initial reactions? Is holy crap. Yeah, Cowboys released Jalen Smith. I cannot believe that. 2-0 is the count, and that is low, but it is called a strike right at the bottom of the zone. I'm assuming because they're going to keep Van. I was thinking they were going to probably let go of Van Der Esch. And Micah Parsons has been great. You got Neal playing at linebacker. He's been wanting to play as well. So I don't know. That is a shocker to me as Rizzo swings and fouls that one off. 2-2. You know what I'm going to miss from Jalen Smith is the fact that he dances after every single play, no matter what, if it was a good play or a bad play. Wow. I don't even know what to say. I'm actually in shock right now. That has kind of stopped me. Stopped me in my tracks for a minute as the pitch is underway and fouled off. It was a good pitch. But wow, I want to hear the explanation. Is it because he did something or what? I don't understand what the situation is. Maybe it's the money situation, I guess the situation. Yeah, if Van Der Esch gets hurt, we're done. In terms of that scenario, I don't know why. That has been an injury-prone situation. Him and then Sean Lee when he was here. Sean Lee. All right, let's get back to some baseball here. We'll talk more about that during the break. 2-2 is the count, and fouled off once again. Rizzo staying alive. He wants to get the Yankees on track. Of course, those big bats are still there. There's still plenty of time in this game to come back. But being down 2-0 and Garrett Cole hasn't been on his A game, I would say that the Yankees at bats are probably trying to turn this up to 11. They want to get this thing going. So I would text my dad about this. He actually took out Jalen's trash. Like he knew Jalen, and now it's wow, that's gonna be completely different now. 2-2, the count, a baldy, and the pitch, and fouled off once again. So he's staying alive here, keeping it going. I believe that's the 8th pitch of the at bat. So 7th or 8th. Oh man, that's still kind of catching me off guard. I'll try to keep my thoughts on that until the end of the inning. I was texting some of my friends, but that's crazy. Valdi's looking. This is the 8th pitch of the at bat coming up right now. Pitch and fouled off once again. We're going to pitch number 9. Again, if you guys are not subscribed to the Dylan Sports Network, I highly suggest that you do. We've gotten a couple of subscribers during the stream tonight, so I really do appreciate it. We're on the road to 1,000. That is the first goal. Obviously, I guess 200, 300, 400 are the goal. If we can get to 200 subscribers by the end of the night tonight, that'd be awesome. That would be great. I would very much appreciate that because you guys don't know how much that would make me would make me pretty happy if we got to 200 tonight. So let's get it up to 200 as the 2-2 pitch and swung on and missed by Anthony Rizzo. A great pitch by Eovaldi, and that is out number 2. That's his 4th strikeout of the night. It's 4th of the 8 outs that they've acquired that they've gotten tonight. So good pitch right there. I mean, that's a battle. When you got a battle like that, you kind of think, ooh, is the batter going to finally take advantage, get that one pitch because the pitcher's tired, and then boom, swing at it, get a good hit, or is the pitcher going to retaliate and get that one? He threw a lot of heat on that last pitch to get him going with a 98-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. So, it is what it is. Now there's Judge. Look at that swing, man. This dude is freaking tall. He's massive. As he swings first pitch into right center field, and it'll be close to the warning track, but it will be caught. So the Yankees, 1-2-3, first time of the game where they go in 1-2-3, and we will see the Red Sox 1-2-3 hitter Schwarber, Hernandez, and Devers when the game comes back. I guess I can talk a little bit about the biggest news that I've seen in the last couple of minutes, which is that Jalen Smith just got released. I don't know. And by the way, he also paid RJ Ochoa, who's like one of the number one like Cowboys guys that I see reporters tweeting as well. And he's actually going live right now, but he just he's like, well, he paid a lot of money to just wear 9 for 4 games. Oh god. Man, I just don't know. I don't know how I feel about Jalen getting released. That's kind of crazy in my book. Like, he didn't play bad, in my opinion, the first 4 games, right? Like, the defense has been pretty good, I would say. They've given up points here and there, but they've played overall pretty well compared to last year as well. And I think Jalen was at least a decent part of that. I wouldn't say he was number one. Obviously, Trayvon Diggs and the 5 interceptions. I talked about that on the Cowboys stream on Sunday, and I'll mention it here again, But I don't know. I definitely thought and also Micah Parsons has done a great job. Maybe that had a decision. And I think that was something that was going to be addressed within the linebacker core when Parsons got drafted, was the fact that, hey, this kid Parsons is pretty good, and we need you to step up, Mitch just asked me, do I like that? Unfortunately, Gabe, I'm not going to stream the Cardinals-Dodgers game just because I've got a lot of work to get done. I've actually planned out in my memos exactly what I need to get done to get to Friday, and I was like, I could just fit this stream in here, and then I got to work on an assignment tonight so that I can finish that and then keep going. So I won't be streaming Dodgers-Cardinals. We'll stream Rams-Seahawks tomorrow or on Thursday. And then I'll stream more baseball games throughout the postseason. Don't worry. We'll get either the Dodgers or the Cardinals down the line in the postseason for sure. Okay, I'm just texting Mitch real quick. Is the audio messed up for you? Can anybody else ask if the audio's, or can anybody else put in there if the audio's messed up for them? Kiari says, is the audio messed up or is it just me? If it is messed up, I'll fix it. But is anybody else having that same issue? Let me know in the comment section, because that is the first comment I've gotten about it. But if I need to fix it, I will. Garrett Cole throws the first pitch of the third inning, bottom of the third inning, and swung on and missed. Oh, it is. Okay, hold on. We good now? Oh. Good. We good now? We good now? We good? The audio sounds good to me now. Can everybody give me a thumbs up if we're good now? I just tried unplugging it, plugging it back in. Hopefully everything's good. I don't really know how we're going to be able to fix it if that's the case. As the pitch is outside, 1 and 2. Is it still doing the same thing with the clicking? Because unfortunately, I can't really hear it at this current moment. I'm hoping it's not going to do this the entire thing, because I don't know. Whoa, and Schwarber just hit this one deep to right field. Crushed. Gone. And what a big home run. Kyle Schwarber just annihilated that baseball. I almost said basketball. What an idiot. 435 feet to right field, and that's what you need from Schwarber. It's still a little odd. Okay. All right, let's try this real quick. Let's fix this real quick. We good? We good now? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what the situation is. We good for everybody? This sounds kind of weird in my ears now, but if it needs to get fixed, I don't want to leave stream. Obviously, that's going to take the stream off completely, but let me know if it's been fixed. As Hernandez swings to the left side, Cole's going to have a hard play at first, and he will not get there. That's a single for Kike Hernandez. Oh, man. I am sweating like crazy. Why am I sweating? Why is it hot in here? Is it still – I don't know if you just posted that, sports fan. Is it still sounding odd to everybody in there? I would really hate to try to fix this situation right now. I'm trying to, but I don't really know any alternative, unless if I take off my headset and see what it is. Let me listen to the YouTube, my video, and see if anything's changed. We good for everybody? Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out the audio situation. I'm hoping it's not going to do this the entire thing, because I don't know. Whoa, oh, I see what you mean. I hear a little bit of static at some points in there. Geez, now I'm sweating like crazy in here. All of a sudden, I got really freaking hot. Maybe because these streams are too hot, guys. Is it too bad of an issue right now, or can we work with it? If it's too bad of an issue, I'll keep looking. I'll keep trying to fix that. But Hernandez is on first here. I'll unplug it here after this pitch as well. And Garrett Cole, he's gonna try to throw the pick off here. Hold on. We're fixing our problems here. We're trying to fix the problems. Is it sounding better for everybody? Hopefully it is. Put somebody in the comment section if you can. Put if we're good on audio. I heard the clicking here for a second on one of the clips. Maybe that's going to do it better for us. But yeah. So if you just missed it, Schwarber hit a bomb to right field, and then Hernandez got on first with the weakest single that you'll see that wasn't a bunt. So 1-1 is the count here to Devers. And now, if you're the Yankees, you're panicking. You're panicking right now. You are struggling. You're like, dude, we only got one game. Oh, my dad's calling me. He's gonna call me about the Cowboys thing. Hold on. We'll make it quick. I'll make it quick. I know this is kind of unprofessional, but give me a second. Hey, I was just gonna call you. You heard the news? I don't know. I'm assuming it's because of the money situation. I guess. I know. I don't. He wasn't playing that bad. No. I know. That's what made me more upset. I'm on stream right now, and I saw it. I'm like, whoa, that's insane. Oh man. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Who? Oh man, because they get every Cowboy that doesn't play for us anymore. But why would you play in 4 games then? I don't understand it. Plus, plus he paid a lot of money to get that number 9 on his jersey just to play 4 games. That's true. You got a point there. Maybe. Well, my thinking is that, like, obviously somebody was going to go at the end of the season because Parsons got drafted. One of them was going to go. I just didn't think it was going to happen in the middle of the year. That exactly. That's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, we've been playing pretty good, honestly. So, yeah. Oh man. All right, I got you. Love you too. Bye. All right, hold on 1 second, guys. I just came back, but they just got Garrett Cole out of the game. They just took Garrett Cole. Maybe it's the mic that's the issue. I don't know. Maybe that kind of sounds good. I'm going to turn down this part, though. How about that? That sound better to anybody? I apologize for being off for a minute. My dad called me. We were just talking about the Jalen Smith stuff. I also hope that whole conversation wasn't heard on stream, but I didn't walk away that far. But yeah, Garrett Cole just got taken out of the game within 2 innings. He just gave up another walk as well while I was talking to my dad, and then they took him out. So that's big news. That is big stuff. I'm honestly very, very surprised at that new development. Wow, that's crazy. Garrett Cole's out. Garrett Cole is already out of the game. So now the Yankees, I was saying now that you got to panic. Now you're like flashing in the headlights, like, oh my god, 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 oh my god. You are. What are you guys doing? You know, like you're freaking out right now. You're probably freaking out because this was not supposed to happen, right? This was not supposed to happen. Aaron Boone, what are you doing, bruh? What's going on, bruh? Oh man. Wait, what? Oh, that was earlier. Because I'm like, John Boy was on ESPN? Huh? Also, if anybody's in the chat, let me know. Does the audio sound better for you? Okay. What did my boy Matt say? He said, what the? He said, WTF? That's insane. He's at the. I think he's not in the apartment right now, but that's my Cowboys dude. You guys are gonna see him eventually. You guys will see him. He'll be here. He'll probably be the first guest of the show. We'll talk about it. Garrett Cole, 2+ innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts on 50 pitches. He's also responsible for the runners you see on first and second. He said in the beginning of the season too. Okay, cool. Oh, you said it was better, and then you said never mind. No, I wanted to see. I wanted it to be good. I don't understand what the is it like really bad static, or is it like you can tolerate it? I don't understand because I can't leave this stream. Maybe hold on. I don't know what the particular issue is. I'm gonna try to plug it in. I don't want to unplug this webcam HDMI as Bogarts is up.